You eat less than you used to. You've cut back on the treats. You try, you really do. And still, that belly just will not budge. If that's you, I need you to hear something today, and I need you to believe it. It's not your willpower. It's not laziness. It's not that you've let yourself go. It's not a lack of discipline. After 60, stubborn belly fat is far less about anything you're doing wrong, and far more about what's quietly changing inside your body, changes that no amount of just eat less and try harder can fix on their own. So if you've been blaming yourself, please stop, because you've been fighting the wrong battle with the wrong weapons. Today, I'm going to show you the real reasons belly fat clings on after 60, and then the approach that actually works once you understand what's truly going on. Let me start with the biggest reason of all, and it's one almost nobody explains. Your hormones change, and they change where your body stores fat. For women, as estrogen falls around and after menopause, the body shifts its fat storage away from the hips and thighs and toward the abdomen. For men, a gradual decline in testosterone nudges fat toward the middle too. So you can be eating exactly as you always did and watch the fat quietly relocate to your belly, simply because the instructions your hormones are giving have changed. This is why so many people say, "I'm doing everything the same, but my shape is completely different." You're not imagining it. The rules changed on you, without warning. Now, if this is already making you feel a little less alone, and maybe a little less hard on yourself, do me a favor and subscribe, because what I'm about to share next is the part that actually starts to turn things around. Stay with me. The second reason is one we rarely connect to our waistline: you're losing muscle. Starting around 50 and speeding up after 60, the body naturally loses muscle unless we actively work to keep it. And here's why that matters for your belly. Muscle is your body's engine. It burns calories even while you rest. So as muscle quietly slips away, your metabolism slows down, your body burns fewer calories doing nothing, and the extra gets stored, often right at the middle. This is the cruel part. Less muscle means a slower engine, and a slower engine means weight creeps on even when you're eating less than before. The belly isn't a sign you're eating too much. It's often a sign your engine has cooled down. The third reason explains why this particular fat is so stubborn and why it matters for more than your appearance. The fat that gathers around the middle after 60 is often a deeper, more active kind of fat, the type that wraps around your internal organs. This deep belly fat behaves differently. It's more responsive to stress hormones, and it tends to fuel the very processes that make it cling on and even grow. So this isn't just soft padding you can wish away, it's biologically stubborn by nature. That's not a personal failing, that's chemistry. And that brings us to the fourth reason: stress and poor sleep, the silent partners in belly fat. When you're chronically stressed, your body produces more of a hormone called cortisol, and that deep belly fat is especially good at responding to cortisol by storing even more. Poor sleep, which becomes so common after 60, raises stress hormones and throws your hunger signals out of balance too, leaving you craving exactly the wrong foods. So the stress you carry and the sleep you're missing may be quietly tying a knot around your waistline. Most people never make that connection, but it's a powerful one. So let's pull these together, because the picture matters. Your belly fat after 60 is driven by shifting hormones relocating your fat, by muscle loss cooling your metabolism, by a deeper and more stubborn kind of fat, and by stress and poor sleep pouring fuel on the fire. Look at that list again, and notice, not one of those is about willpower. Not one. Which means the answer was never to simply eat less and punish yourself harder. The answer is to work with your changed body, not against it. So let me show you what actually works. The single most powerful thing you can do is protect and rebuild your muscle. This is the lever almost everyone misses. Gentle strength activity, paired with enough protein in your meals, rebuilds the muscle that reheats your metabolism and helps your body handle food better. So rather than starving yourself, you want to feed your muscles and use them. Include a good source of protein at every meal, and add some simple strength movement to your week. This one change does more for stubborn belly fat than any amount of cutting calories. Next, and this surprises people, stop crash dieting. When you slash your calories dramatically, your body doesn't just burn fat, it burns precious muscle too, which cools your metabolism even further and almost guarantees the weight comes back, often with a little extra. So, severe dieting actually makes the long-term problem worse. Instead, eat enough, focus on whole foods, plenty of vegetables, beans, whole grains, and protein, and ease off the sugar and ultra-processed foods that feed belly fat. You're aiming for nourishment, not punishment. Then, tend to the stress and the sleep, because they're not side issues, they're central. Find small ways to lower your stress, whether that's a daily walk, time in nature, prayer, gentle breathing, or simply more laughter and connection. And protect your sleep with a calm, consistent bedtime routine. Calming your stress and improving your sleep directly turns down the hormonal signals that pack fat onto your middle. It's not a small thing, it's a real lever. And here's a mindset shift that will keep you sane, throw out your bathroom scale obsession, and pick up a tape measure instead. Because you may be losing fat and gaining muscle at the same time, the scale can stay stubbornly still while your body genuinely improves. Your waist measurement and how your clothes fit tell you far more about that deep belly fat than your weight ever will. Watch your waist, not just the number, and you'll see progress the scale would have hidden from you. So here is the truth I want you to carry out of this video. Your stubborn belly fat after 60 is not a verdict on your willpower or your character. It's the result of real, understandable changes in your hormones, your muscle, and your stress and sleep. And once you understand that, you can finally work with your body instead of fighting a losing battle against it. Build muscle, eat to nourish, calm your stress, protect your sleep, and measure your waist. That's the approach that actually fits the body you have now. Now, I'd genuinely love to hear from you. Has belly fat after 60 left you frustrated, blaming yourself, when really your body was changing the rules behind your back? Share your experience in the comments, because I promise you, you are not alone, and your honesty might be the very thing that lifts the weight of self-blame off someone else watching. We're in this together here. One honest note before we close. This video is for general education and not personal medical advice. Your body, your hormones, and your health are unique to you, so before making big changes to your diet or activity, especially if you have any health conditions, talk with your doctor about what's right for you. They can guide you in a way no video ever could. Be kind to yourself through all of this. The body you have at 60 is not the body you had at 30, and it doesn't need your judgment. It needs your understanding. Give it that, work with it wisely, and it will meet you halfway. I'll see you in the next video.